Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் பரமாத்வைதத்தை அருளி ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். தைப்பூசத் திருநாளில் பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் முழுமையான வெளிப்பாடான முருகப்பெருமான் பரமசண்முகமூர்த்தி, மகாசண்முகமூர்த்தி எல்லோருக்கும் பரமாத்வைதம் அருளி சர்வ மங்களங்களும் தந்து எல்லா நலன்களும் வளங்களும் பெற்று ஆல்போல் தழைத்து அருகுபோல் வேரூன்றி மூங்கில் போல் சுற்றம் சூழ 16 பெற்று பெருவாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்களாக என்று வாழ்த்துகின்றோம். தர்மார்த்த காமமோக்ஷ புருஷார்த்தங்கள் பெற்று நன்மைகள் எல்லாம் உற்று சர்வ மங்களங்களும் பெற்று ஆனந்தமாய் வாழ்ந்திட ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றோம். ஊழிக் கடலும் நாழிக் கிணறும் சூழ்ந்து ஆழி உலகு அனைத்திற்கும் அரசாய் நின்று ஊழ்வினை அழித்து உயிர்களுக்கெல்லாம் நன்மை தந்து தர்மார்த்த காமமோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் 4 தந்து நன்மையும் மங்களமும் மெய்மையும் ஞானமும் முருகன் அருளால் முழுமையாய் பொங்கட்டும், பல்கி பெருகி மங்களங்களும் நன்மையும் சூழ்ந்து அருளட்டும். சுப்பிரமணியோம் 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 சுப்பிரமணியோம். Paramashiva's direct message from Kailasa on this auspicious Thaipusam day. Parama Satya about Dharmartha Kama Moksha. Last few satsangs, Paramashiva started revealing the great Paramasatyas about Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Understand? Dharma, from one perspective, as the purpose I explained. Now I will add few more truths, few more understandings. The purpose of the cosmos is purpose of the whole existence. So the purpose of the cosmos is dharma of the cosmos. Each thing that exists inside the cosmos has its own purpose. That is the dharma of that existence. Whether a hill exists, or an animal exists, or a human being exists, or a society exists, or a river exists, or anything that exists has its own dharma, its own purpose. The purpose for which that exists is what I call dharma. Understand? In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to elaborately explain dharma, there is Dharma Sutras. Artha, there are Artha Sutras. Kama, there are Kama Sutras. You may know only about one Kama Sutra book written by Vatsyayana. Don't think that is the only. No. Paramashiva has written an elaborate, detailed Kama Sutra book. That is what is the source of Kama Sutras. Vatsyayana wrote a small treaty, a small book. But the elaborate book is written directly by Paramashiva. Same way, Moksha Sutras. Listen, all of you may be aware of only Vyasa Sutras as Moksha Sutras. No. There is an elaborate material delivered by Paramashiva directly as Jnanabada in Agamas that forms the foundation for Moksha Sutras. Listen. The Dharma Sutras, which is very popular in Hinduism, is only a aphorism, like a notes. Only if you read the original Vedas and Agamas, where Paramashiva revealed elaborately about Dharma, in Charyapada, you will understand these sutras and the context with which these sutras are manifested. These sutras are more or less like a text, these are like a notes. See, for example,
Nithyanandam, Kailasa welcomes you to this auspicious and grand celebration of the Ganesha Brahmotsavam, which celebrates the happening of Bhagavan Sri Mahaganavati, the son of Paramashiva, who is the most worshipped god in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. We are also celebrating the grand Avani Tiruvira Brahmotsavam, in which we celebrate the various Leelas which Paramashiva himself manifested in the Kshetra of Madurai. We celebrate the supreme pontiff of Hinduism as the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva Shakti Devi Meenakshi and Paramashiva Soma Sundareshwara, and as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Sri Kailasonnata Shyamala Pitha Sarvajna Pitham. Let us now offer our gratitude, love, and worship to the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and all his deities in Kailasas around the world. ॐ गजाननं चन्द्रसमानवर्णं स्वदन्तपाशाङ्कुशलड्डुकानीं हस्तैर्दधानं कमलासनस्थं विघ्नेश्वरं नौमि सदा प्रसन्नम् ॐ सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदनेक्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेच्छिरसि हंसकं तदभिमानपूर्वं गुरुम् ॐ जीवन्मुक्तिपुरीशाय श्रीकण्ठाय नमोऽस्तु ते नमो हालास्यनाथाय शङ्कराय नमो नमः श्रीमत्सुन्दरनाथस्य देवीं शफरलोचनां कलये हृदये नित्यं कदम्बवनवासिनीम् अथ धूपः ॐ
दशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं च सुमनोहरम् आघ्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। अथ दीपः। ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्ति संयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम्। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। दीपं सन्दर्शयामि। अथ नैवेद्यम्। ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणीम् अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि। नीराजनम्। ॐ साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्यायजते इमां जनतां सङ्गृह्णानीति द्वादशारत्नीरशना भवति। द्वादशमासा संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुन्धे मौञ्जी भवति। पूर्वै मुञ्जाः ऊर्जमेवावरुन्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति। चित्रं वा एतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि। रक्षां धारयामि। शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम्। परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम्। हरिः ॐ तत्सत्। सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु। ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
If I straight start talking about integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, completion, you will all understand because you all have already understood. I have briefed, explained, spoken elaborately. You already have that knowledge. If I form verses like integrity plus authenticity plus responsibility plus enriching equal to completion. If I make any formulas or the sutras like a notes, you will understand because already all those technical terms I have briefed, explained elaborately, and all of you know it. So from that context, you will understand the sutras I give, the formulas I give. But if somebody suddenly reads only the formulas I have given, they won't be able to understand from which context this formula has been delivered. And what is exactly the meaning? What is exactly the knowledge, truth I am trying to convey through that formula? This is exactly done by the racist gang misquoting my satsangs. All these misquoting, see, whenever you quote only one part, it is nothing but devil quoting Bible or demons quoting Vedas. So understand, quoting out of context, removing some of the words I uttered in some satsang and giving their own meaning. Usually before the satsang itself, I'll give a clear meaning for each word. This is what I mean by the word energy. This is what I mean by the word matter. This is what I mean by this equation. They will try to give their own meaning because they are fundamentally racist. Their only purpose is somehow to establish my teachings are not credible. So what to do? They know logically, through a clear reasoning, they can't establish that my teachings have no credibility, and they can't establish my teachings have something wrong. So the only way is troll, make meme, cut and paste. Listen, that's the same thing done for Sanatana Hindu Dharma also. So if you want to study, always go for the original source. Go to the books of Shaivism before Caldwell. Try to read books of, if you want to understand Vedic tradition, read books before Max Muller. Don't read Max Mullerian and The translations which came after Max Muller, no. Same way Shaivite scriptures, don't read all created after Caldwell. Whatever Caldwell generated and Max Muller generated is atrocity material on Hinduism. They are not trying to preach Hinduism or find the truths of the Hinduism and spread it to the world. No. Be very clear. What Caldwell generated, the Caldwellarian gang, the gang after Caldwell generated, or whatever Max Muller generated, are all the material generated after the Max Muller. His thought current people, it's all absolutely atrocity material. It is not to elaborate Hinduism, expand Hinduism, enrich Hinduism. So all of you should be very clear. The original truth should be studied as it is. That's the only way you can get enriched. You can use it. That's the only way it will work. Understand? After all, the Vedic and Agamic scriptures are not pure science alone. It is actually applied science. You apply those mantras, you do prayoga of those sounds, those frequencies, those mantras, and you generate that energy. You manifest that power. It's an applied science. You should all know great truths revealed in Vedas and Agamas. Actually, Paramashiva posts it from Dwadasanta, and this Rishi sees that directly from Paramashiva and just read out. That is why the Vedic Rishis are not called as authors of Vedas. No, they are called seers of the mantras. Mantra Drashta is Rishi. Rishi is the person who sees the mantras. Mantra Drashta is Rishi. When they see that mantra, they are in a same frequency with Paramashiva. If you also just recite the mantras by listening, you will also manifest the same space, same frequency in your Chidakasa, inner space. I tell you, Arunagirinatha Peruman is a great enlightened being of Gaumara tradition, means directly initiated, blessed by Subramanya Swami. Is born and lived in Tiruvannamalai. I should not use the word lived in past tense, no. He is born, living. It is a past continuing into present, will continue into the future. And there is no proper English word for it. So I'll say, he was born, he lived, and he is still living, and he will continue to live in Tiruvannamalai because he achieved that state and blessing from Subramanya to be a parrot and live forever. And he still is living in Kiligopuram of Tiruvannamalai temple, and with all his disciples. large team. They are still living. You go to Arunachaleshwara temple in Kiligobram, never miss seeing that group of parrots living. Bow down. They are all Arunagirinathar's team, his disciples, and Arunagirinatha himself is there in the form of parrot. All the gopurams will have doves. That one gopuram will not have any other birds other than the parrot. You won't see a crow, dove, eagle, no other animal will be there. Usually the cats somehow climb the trees and catch the parrots. You will not find a single cat near that gopuram. I lived there for quite a long time, so I am telling you, almost 40 years of my life. Till I left India, I was living there only. From the time, of course, I am born in Arunachaleshwara temple and grew up in Arunachaleshwara temple. Even if I have to make a museum of my life, actually, Kailasa people are discussing, Swamiji, how to make a beautiful museum and present to the whole world your whole life. I said, for that, first thing you need to build a replica of Arunachaleshwara temple, because every incident in my life happened in one part of the temple. So for that, we have to build the whole Arunachaleshwara temple replica, and then we have to put a board in each sannidhi, here this happened, here this happened. That's the way we can describe my biography to people, my history to people. That's the way museum can be built. Anyhow, with Paramashiva's grace, he himself is manifesting. The whole Arunachaleshwara temple will be replicated in Kailasa, and also it will be replicated in Malaysia. One devotee has offered 1,000 hectare, 2,500 acre in Malaysia. He is donating. I have not accepted. I told him, I will first form a Rajya Sabha with 1,000 people. Once we get the 1,000 people Rajya Sabha, I will accept the donation and build the temple. We will be replicating the Tiruvannamalai Arunachaleshwara temple exactly in Kailasa and in Malaysia. I told him that men make Kailasa, not just properties and buildings. Build men. Those who are enjoying Kailasa, an enlightenment lifestyle. People build Kailasa. People manifest Kailasa, not just buildings. So let me come to the story I wanted to tell. Arunagirinatha, he was directly initiated by Subramanya. He was given sudden enlightenment. The moment he got enlightened and blessed by Subramanya, Subramanya gave the first line, Muthu. And he told, sing my glory from this word. He started just pouring. Muttai taruvatti tirunagayatti kirai satti charavana mutti koru vittu kurubara. Yenavodum Mukkat paramarkut surudiyin mutpattadu kattit tiruvaru muppattumu varkat tamararum. Adivena பத்து தலை தக்க கணைதொடு முற்றைக்கிரி மத்தை பொறுதொரு பட்ட பகல் வட்டத்திகிரியில் இரவாக பத்தற்கிரதத்தை கடவிய பச்சை புயன் மெச்சத்தகு பொருள் பட்சத்தொடு ரட்சித்தருள்வது ஒரு நாளே தித்தித்தைய பொத்த பரிபுர நிறுத்தப்பதம் வைத்து பயிர விதி கொக்க நடிக்க கழுகொடு கழுதாட திக்கு பரியட்ட பயிரவர் தொக்கு தொகு தொக்கு தொகு தொகு சித்திரப்பவுரித்ரி திரிகடக என போதும் கொத்துப்பறை கொட்ட களமிசை குக்கு குகு குக்கு குகு குகு குத்தி புதை புக்கு பிடியன முதுகூகை கொற்புற்ற நற்பற்ற உணரி வெட்டி பறியிட்டு குலகிரி குத்துப்பட ஒத்து பொறவல பெருமாளே. Listen. Just listen to this verse. By listening, recite, you will experience the same sudden enlightenment space Arunagiri Nadar by Subramanya. You need to know the difference. Arunagiri Yogeshwara is Paramashiva himself, manifesting as yogi. Arunagiri Nadar is a devotee of Subramanya. These two are two different persons. So this Arunagiri Nadar song only I sang now. If you just listen and repeat, you will experience the same sudden enlightenment space given to Arunagiri Nadar by Subramanya. Because the moment Subramanya blessed, this just came out of Arunagiri Nadar, and he sang 16,000 verses later on. He himself says he has sung totally 16,000 verses. Tiruppugal it is called. Of course, we have not got all the 16,000. We were able to get maybe 1,000 songs. Anyhow, just you listen and recite this one verse. Your brain will capture the same frequency of sudden enlightenment. Every Veda mantra, every Agama mantra will reproduce the same space from which it came down. It's a living deity in mantra swarupa. Agama is the mantra swarupa of Paramashiva. Vedas and Agamas are the mantra swarupa of Paramashiva. That is why there's a beautiful description that Kamika Agama is the feet of Paramashiva. Karanagama is the ankle of Paramashiva. So each Agama is one part of Paramashiva. Makuta Agama is the Mukuta of Paramashiva. So each Agama, Veda, is verbal form of Paramashiva. Listen, this Dharma Sutras are notes, can be understood only if you know Vedas and Agamas. Artha Sutras are notes. You can understand the context and meaning of each word only if you know Vedas and Agamas. Same way, Kama Sutras are the notes, aphorisms. You will understand the meaning of each word only if you know Vedas and Agamas. Same way, Vyasa Sutras, which is also called Vedanta Sutras or Brahma Sutras, you will know the right meaning, the context, why Vyasa is using those words, in what meaning Vyasa is using those words. You will understand only if you know Vedas and Agamas. That is why the Nilakanta Shivacharya's Bhashya, the commentary written by Nilakanta Shivacharya, he writes the commentary for the Vyasa Sutras, quoting Upanishads and Agamas. Veda, Upanishad, Agama. Only from this context, he writes commentary for Vyasa Sutras, which is Brahma Sutra and Vedanta Sutra. The words Brahma Sutra, Vedanta Sutra, Badarayana Sutra, Uttaramimamsa Sutra, all these words mean same Vyasa Sutras. Same Vyasa Sutra has all these different names. There are wonderful commentaries. I am not disrespecting or judging any other acharyas. The Shankara Bhashya, Ramanuja's Sri Bhashya, Madhva's Bhashya, and Vallabhacharya, Nimbarga, and Bhamati, Vachaspati Mishra's Bhamati Bhashya. All these Bhashyas, I am not putting less marks for them or any judging them or showing them in poor light. No, listen. Listen carefully. Each of them, Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhva, Nimbarga, Vallabhacharya, Bhamati, means Vachaspati Mishra. Each of them give a different level of understanding. Shrikantacharya gives a different level of understanding. My experience, my Atma Pramana closely resonates to Shrikanta Shivacharya's Bhashya and Shankara's Bhashya. Shankara's philosophy is roughly named as Advaita, Orthodox tradition. And Shrikanta Shivacharya's tradition is roughly named as Shivadvaita. Of course, there are some more orthodox traditions of Advaita. They try to say, with Gaudapadacharya, the original Advaita is over. Even Shankara is influenced by Buddha. That is philosophical arguments. I am not getting into those arguments. I only wanted to give you guys a detailed Paramasatyas. Let me come to that. I am only introducing the situation so you won't waste your time in unnecessary things. These are all the things there. For example, usually when I say in the satsang, I myself tell, hey, when you Google about me, these are all the atrocity materials will come up. Don't waste your time on that. I am giving you answer for this. So spend your time only on main SPH channel. Study the Paramasatyas I am giving. Get enlightened. Live the life. So same way, when you try to get into the scriptural study or try to understand it on your own, usually these internal conflicts between sampradayas will be highlighted too much and you may even get lost in that. You will be almost like a forced to take a side. Do not take a side. Listen carefully. Right wing or left wing have a deep understanding between them. They want all human cattle to take one side. Any side you take, right or left, you are a human cattle. You have fallen prey for their game. Don't. Have your stand be established only on Paramasatya. The moment you take the side, right or left, you will never question the crimes done by your winged leaders. The moment you take the right wing side, you will never question their crimes. The moment you take left wing side, you will never question their crimes. Same way, if you take any one stand of any one acharya, you will miss all the great things from other acharyas. So I tell you clearly, all these 7 names now I mentioned, Sriganda Shivacharya, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarga, Vallabha, Bhamati, all these acharyas complement each other. If you dive deeply and start studying, you will understand they all complement each other ultimately to enrich your understanding and raise you to the next level. Listen. And I also have a good news. I am sitting and programming, developing an AI personally to bring all these acharyas, bhashyas together and to give you the Paramasatya completely, and to show you, make you understand how they all complement each other in different levels and dimensions. For example, when Nilakanta Shivacharya says this world is real, he is right. When Shankara says this world is illusion, he is right. When Ramanuja says this world is transformation of the Brahman, he is right. Please understand. Each of them talk from different state of consciousness. It is like the truths from different universe is mapped to this Bhumandala, the truths which are prevalent in Vaikuntha is mapped to the Bhumandala's language by Ramanuja in Sribhashya. So if you internalize, you will experience Vaikuntha. The truths which is prevalent in Satyaloka, Brahmaloka, is directly mapped by Shankara, Adi Shankara, to this Bhumandala. If you read Shankara Bhashya and meditate and experience that, you will experience Parabrahman, Brahmaloka. Listen. The truths prevalent in Kailasa, Sriganda Shivacharya maps it to this Bhumandala in this language. So if you meditate and achieve, cognize consciously further and manifest these truths in your life, you will see you are in Kailasa. Listen, I am telling you, all these truths complement each other. They do not contradict. Sometimes the disciples, they try to jump from camp to camp due to their incompletions. Many people come and tell me, Swamiji, for me, Sai Baba and you are one and the same. Please answer my question. I want this problem to be resolved. I tell them, yes, no doubt. Sai Baba and me are one and the same. Are you able to talk to Sai Baba in Messenger? Are you able to chat with him? How you talk to him? Same way talk to me also and get the response, go. That's all. Please do it. People try to use their cunningness. It goes to that extent, they exploit even gurus and philosophies. To stop that, some of our acharyas have used Kandana Mandana. Kandana Mandana, to make the people, disciples, focused on the philosophy. The Kandana Mandana is not created to destroy others, but to make you focused on that system. So you don't waste your time digging. You all know the well-known story of digging well. You dig 8 feet in one place, or you jump and go and dig 20 feet in another place. Then you go and dig 100 feet in another place. But you don't find water in all 3 places. If you dig in one place 125 feet, you would have got the water. Because you are digging in multiple places, all your efforts got wasted and you never got the water. Same thing people do and waste their whole life. So to avoid that, our masters created. For example, if you go to Shankara will refute all other acharyas and establish his truth. That's called Kandana Mandana. If you go to the Madhva will refute all other acharyas and establish his principles. If you read Ramanuja will demolish all other system and establish his principles. It is to stop people jumping and making this side, that side, this side, that side, this side, that side. No. Dig deep in one place so you achieve the ultimate. Kandana Mandana is created to make you focused, not for you to use the cunningness and technically try to exploit gurus and philosophies and continue to be ignorant and sometimes arrogant because you are able to justify your ignorance. I tell you, these great acharyas complement each other. All this understanding I am elaborately making an AI. It will just give like a table column. If you ask that AI, please teach me the first Vyasa Sutra, it will say, Atato Brahma Jinyasat. This verse, as Nilakanta Shivacharya, this elaborates. Nilakanta Shivacharya is the senior most among this. All the acharyas, you see, Nilakanta Shivacharya Bhashyam is the oldest because everyone talks about Nilakanta Shivacharya's Brahmasutra Bhashyam and quotes that book and refutes. But Nilakanta Shivacharya is not quoting any of these acharyas' names or their arguments and refutes. It means Nilakanta Shivacharya is the oldest Bhashya, oldest commentary available to us. For example, Shankara quotes Nilakanta Shivacharya's arguments and his name in Shankara Bhashya and refutes, gives his refutation, means his counter-argument. And Ramanuja quotes all the other acharyas who are his senior and refutes their arguments and gives his argument, his truths. Then Madhva, he quotes all the acharyas who are his seniors. So if you read all the bhashyas, we very clearly understand Srikanta Shivacharya is the oldest Vyasa Sutra Bhashya, Brahma Sutra Bhashya available. So I am clearly giving, this is what Srikanta Shivacharya explains. This is what Shankara reveals. This is what Ramanuja reveals. This is what Madhva reveals. This is what Vallabhacharya reveals. This is what Nimbargacharya reveals. This is what Vachaspati Mishra reveals in Bhamati Bhashya, and why they reveal the truths from this perspective. I give you the context, and finally I tell you how the Paramasatya is imbibed by understanding all these truths and their contexts. Listen, I tell you, Paramasatya comes out of you like a Amrita comes from Kshira Sagara Mandana, churning of the milky ocean. How the nectar comes out, same way when you churn your being with all these truths, Paramasatya comes out as the nectar. I tell you, my Acharya, who taught me the Vyasa Sutra Bhashyas, Munaivar Panduranganar, Muduberum Pulavar Panduranganar, is the Acharya who gave me the introduction and taught me. Actually, he will teach and make me write the synopsis. This habit of writing synopsis of the book, I learned from him. He will make me read 200-page book and will make me write the synopsis just 2-page. If I write more than 2-page, no, he will say no. Actually, that is when I realized we need more time to write within less words. Actually, I wrote one book, 40-page book, in early time. People asked me, Swamiji, why don't you write little more? I said, no, I don't have time. If I had time, I would have written with less pages. Understand this word. If I had more time, I would have written less page. He taught me the truth. If you have more time, actually you can write within less words and reveal the truth as it is. 200-page book, I have to write 2-page synopsis, the essence. He will teach me every sutra of every bhashya. He had around 10 different bhashyas. He will make me go through and I will have to write the synopsis. Then naturally I will ask him, Swamiji, what is the ultimate truth? Tell me. When I ask him, he will tell, go and ask Annamalayar. He will just laugh and tell, go and ask Annamalayar. It means I have to sit inside and ask Arunachaleshwara from my experience. The nectar which comes out, that is the Paramasatya I should reveal. He told me, only if you find the truth from inside you, it will be Paramasatya. Only then you will be able to teach to others and be an Acharya. He used to tell, if he tells me what is ultimate truth, I will not even be able to remember. So when I give satsangs, when I reveal the truth, I will need notes. He said, hey, if I tell you what is the ultimate truth, you will have a notes and you will have to talk from the notes. No. Only if you discover it, you will pour the nectar. Because that is the Paramasatya. 40 years. Now, I am pouring non-stop, day in and day out, because he did not teach me the ultimate truth. Listen, I am grateful to my Acharya, Panduranganar, for not teaching me the ultimate truth and letting me discover the ultimate truth. He said, I will teach you all the bhashyas. And if you want the ultimate truth, go and ask Annamalayar. He will reveal it to you from inside. That is the ultimate truth. That is what you need to teach it to the world. The essence of today's satsang, two statements which I uttered. If I had more time, I would have written less. And I am grateful to my Acharya for not teaching me the ultimate truth and making me work on it and making me ask Paramashiva directly and making Paramashiva reveal the truth to me inside my being as my experience, as anubhuti, paramanubhuti. Understand? I am now developing the AI which will do exactly the same work. I'll give you the satyas, truths of each acharya. And finally, if you ask the AI, what is the ultimate truth? Tell me. It will say, come to Swamiji physically and have initiation. From initiation, what you receive as anubhuti, that is Paramasatya for you. But without learning these great truths of the acharyas, you see, the different dimensions of these great truths revealed by those acharyas, without learning them, you can't achieve the Paramasatya. That is not possible. Because the context need to be set for you to click with the truth. Like a virangi need to be filled with gunpowder, only then just a small matchstick. It will blast. Initiation is like a matchstick. But before putting the matchstick, the virangi need to be filled with the gunpowder. Without gunpowder, if you just put the fire, virangi will not blast. The gunpowder is the bhashyas, commentaries, truths revealed by various acharyas. So when that gets well packed inside and you start awakening to the ultimate truth, what is the Paramasatya then? Brahma Sutras is a 4th chapter. First chapter is about Brahman, Ishvara. Second chapter is about soul, Jiva, the individual soul. Third is about universe, Jagat. 4th chapter is about moksha. These 4. Each acharya will reveal the Brahman in a different way. Jiva in a different way. Jagat in a different way. Moksha in a different way. If you read all 7, you will feel then what is the ultimate truth about Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat and Moksha? What is the ultimate truth about Brahman, individual soul, Jagat, universe, and Moksha, liberation? What is the ultimate truth? When you start literally yearning for the ultimate truth, that is the moment Guru will put that fire, Deepa, Jyoti, and it will blast, and you will see the Parama Jyoti, Parama Shiva, Swayam Prakasa, showing you the ultimate truth, Parama Satyas. Understand? If you listen to my satsangs deeply, I am not giving you actually answers. I am giving you powerful questions. Many of your questions are fake questions. So by giving powerful answers, I am awakening you to the powerful question. Listen. I am answering all your questions. Make your very being question. Your questions will be matured into quest. My work is exactly that. Trigger the quest for Paramasatya. So, Paramashiva gives initiation. You just explode in that Paramadvaita Anubhuti. My Acharya beautifully taught me how to write the synopsis of each bhashya, each commentary. I used to wonder why he taught me all this, because it's a very difficult way of teaching, and it's a lot of hard work for him, making me write and then correcting. And see, when he says, this is 200-page book, you write 2-page synopsis and bring it to me. If I write 3-page, he will not accept. If I miss even one truth revealed in that book, he will not accept. So I have to literally sit and grind my whole being. Do the wordsmithing. Literally chisel the words. Bring the whole thing in the 2-page, and he will sit and correct tirelessly and educate me. What he blessed me now is helping me to form this AI. How this AI should function, I am able to clearly do the work because of that blessing I received from my Acharya. Listen, you should know, every satsang I am giving, I am not giving you answers. I am maturing your questions into quest. Your questions should get matured and become quest. So listen to this truth. When I speak about Dharma, I am maturing your questions about Dharma into quest. So you start achieving the ultimate truth about Dharma and start living it. You start manifesting it. Today, I wanted all of you to understand through this satsang how you should internalize my satsangs or my books or the AI Nithyananda AI, how you should work with it, use it to awaken the quest for Paramasatya, ultimate truth in you. I'll continue to elaborate about Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha from various dimensions, so you can be awakened to the Paramasatya. You can be awakened to Paramasatya. Once again, I wanted to bless all the devotees who are serving Annadan, to all the participants of Thaipusam, all those devotees who came for Thaipusam in Malaysia, Battumalai, our Kailasa devotees serving Annadan for them. I am blessing all of you. Listen, when you serve devotees, I serve you. I am Dasanu Dasa. All the Kailasa Malaysia devotees, I am very happy and I bless you all for the great work serving you are doing. For all the devotees who come for Thaipusam, my blessings. And also Sri Radhakrishnan Alagumalai, President, Malaysia Hindu Dharma Mamandram, the VIP in our Malaysia, Kailasa Malaysia camp now is there in our Kailasa Malaysia camp. I welcome you with my love and blessings. Thank you for coming to our camp. I am very happy that you are here. Thiru Radhakrishnan Alagumalai, Malaysia Hindu Dharma Mamandratin Talaivar avargalai அன்போடும் இனிமையோடும் வணங்கி வரவேற்கின்றேன். நீங்கள் கைலாசா மலேசியா நம்முடைய கேம்பிற்கு வந்தமைக்கு மிகுந்த நன்றி. நீங்கள் வந்தது எனக்கு மிகுந்த ஆனந்தம். கைலாசா மலேசியாவின் அன்பர்கள், அன்னதான சேவை செய்யும் எல்லா அன்பர்களையும் முழுமையாக ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். எல்லா நலங்களும் வளங்களும் பெற்று 16 பெற்று ஆல்போல் தழைத்து அருகுபோல் வேரூன்றி மூங்கில் போல் சுற்றம் சூழ முருகனருளால் பரமாத்வைதத்தை வாழ்ந்து ஆனந்தமடைவீர்களாக என்று உங்கள் அனைவரையும் ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். கைலாசா பிரயாக் கும்பமேளாவில் அன்னதானம் செய்யும் அன்பர்களையும் தன்னார்வத் தொண்டர்களையும் ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். இப்பொழுது கைலாசா திருவண்ணாமலையிலும் கைலாசா பிரயாகிலும், கைலாசா பிரயாக்ராஜ், கைலாசா திருவண்ணாமலை, கைலாசா மலேசியா 3 இடங்களிலும் மிகப்பெரிய அளவில் கும்பமேளாவும் தைப்பூசம் அன்னதானமும் நிகழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றன. எல்லா அன்பர்கள், தன்னார்வல தொண்டர்கள், சேவையில் ஈடுபட்டுள்ள உங்கள் அனைவரையும் முழுமையாக ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். பரமாத்வைத அனுபூதியோடு ஆனந்தமாக வாழ்வீர்கள் என்று உங்கள் அனைவரையும் ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். All over the world, all the Kailasas where Annadan is happening right now, Kumbhamela is happening, Thaipusam celebrations are happening right now. Prayagraj in India, Battumalai caves in Malaysia, and Nithyananda Janmabhoomi in Thiruvannamalai, Nithyananda Janmabhoomi Kshetram in Adi Annamalai, and Los Angeles and all other Adinams. Kumbh Mela and Thaipusam celebration and Annadanam is happening. My blessings to all of you, those who are serving. All of you will have so much of punya, blessings. I am with you all. Be blissful. Blessings.
Nithyanandam, thank you for watching, and if you found the video enlightening,
please give it a like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to stay connected with us.
don't forget to click the bell icon to receive the notifications.
Oh, Paramashivoham, Vikshadana, Sartulahar, Gajasura Samhar, Murti, Bhujangalalita Murtinam, Paramavatari Bhavatyah, Paramadvaita Praptaye Asishadadam. Paramashivoham, Vikshadana Murti, Sartulahara Murti, Gajasura Samhara Murti, भुजंगललित मूर्ति के परमावतार के रूप में मैं आप सभी को परमात्मा का आशीर्वाद देता हूँ. As the ultimate manifestations of Paramashivoham, Vikshadana Murti, Sartulahara Murti, Gajasura Samhara Murti, Bhujangalalita Murti, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. Om. Paramashivoham direct message from KAILASA. Parama Satyas about knowledge. Saraswati. Understand everything. Paramashiva gives it to us can be received only through knowledge. Even Paramatvaita Anubhuti, we need to know what is Paramatvaita, what is Paramatvaita Anubhuti. Only then we can radiate it. So the most important and ultimate thing we all need to receive from Paramashiva is knowledge, Saraswati. There are multiple methods Paramashiva reveals, showers Saraswati on us, the grace of Saraswati on us, I'll share with you some of the ultimate pramanas. Listen, Paramashiva gives thousands of methods in Vedagama literatures, in his revelations. He gives thousands of methods and pramanas. In that, I'll reveal the ultimate pramanas, the ultimate methods. Listen. Listen intensely. I've selected the ultimate pramanas I'll reveal those ultimate pramanas. Even understanding about this ultimate pramanas, your knowledge about everything will expand. It'll make you more broader and deeper. It will mature your being. Listen. The real knowledge matures you. Real knowledge empowers you. Real knowledge enlightens you. The ultimate methods of knowledge by Paramashiva. It is Paramasatyas about different methods of knowledge given by Paramashiva. I'm sharing with you all. He himself is revealing. Listen one by one and apply this in every dimension of your life. The first pramana, pratyaksha pramana. Indriyartha sannigarshajanyam jnanam pratyaksham. Indriyartha sannigarshajanyam jnanam pratyaksham. इंद्रियों और वस्तुओं के संपर्क से उत्पन्न ज्ञान प्रत्यक्ष है. Now, the direct knowledge gained through sensory experience is pratyaksha pramana. I'll give you an example. Seeing a tree and knowing it exists listen. you gain through your sensory experience is called pratyaksha pramana. You see a tree and you know it exists. You listen to the music and you know it is there. Through your sense perceiving, anything you gain is pratyaksha pramana. And you should all be very clear, even though you all think repeatedly, you should control your senses, you should. There is so much planted inside you against your senses. Your decisions about life is made only on your pratyaksha pramana. Do not confuse your addiction for sensory pleasures and pratyaksha pramana's importance. Listen. And you should not get addicted to the pleasures of your senses. You should not allow the patterns to destabilize you. All that is true, no doubt. But fundamentally, knowingly or unknowingly, automatically, you are hardwired to move only based on pratyaksha pramana. 99.99999% of you function 99.99999% of the time only through pratyaksha pramana. Now, how this pratyaksha pramanas can be used to mature you, ripe you, move more and more towards Paramadvaita. That I will explain, reveal next. If your pratyaksha pramanas move you more and more towards Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment, Paramadvaita, it becomes sadhana. Understand? If your life flow binds you to your sensory pleasures, makes you addicted to your sensory pleasures, that is bandha. If the experiences you get through your senses move you more and more towards Paramadvaita, then your knowledge you gain through your senses becomes sadhana. So you should know clearly not to brush everything aside or try to discard everything you get through the senses, because by your very nature, first and foremost pramana in your life is pratyaksha pramana. Nothing goes higher than pratyaksha pramana in any normal human being's life. Pratyaksha pramana. Even if you add a simple awareness to your pratyaksha pramanas, like, oh, if I eat this food, my body responds to this way. If I listen to this music, my body responds to this way. If I listen to these sceneries, my being responds to this way. A simple awareness added to your daily pratyaksha pramana can liberate you from tons of addictions, sufferings, patterns, the repeated tortures you do to yourself. I'll ask simple question. Simple question. Listen. How many of you wanted to change your nail polish or clean your nails, cut your hair, or you want to do something related to your body, like going to beauty parlor and doing facial, or change the body cream you use or the soap you use, something related to your body. But postpone, 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 postpone. Do not take any action, even for few months. And then after many months, you remember you decided to change, you wanted to change, but you are not doing and you need to do. Then again, you don't take action. After a few months, then again you seriously think, and you even go to the level of let me order now. Then somehow the order did not go through, and again after a few months you try. Finally you somehow make it happen. How many of you go through this? Raise your hand. You may want to change the size of your shoes, size of the dress, something related to your body, which is like every day you are living with it. But it takes months for you to correct it. Understand, even though you think you are obsessed by your senses, the truth is not that. The truth is not that you are obsessed with your apasmara, blind spots, forgetfulness. That's the truth. You are not even obsessed with your pratyaksha pramanas. If you are obsessed with your pratyaksha pramanas, you will have at least health. See, I am not saying pratyaksha pramana alone will give you enlightenment, but just adding awareness to pratyaksha pramana will give you so many different benefits like a health, powerfulness, activism, excitement. I tell you, even the demons, devils, rakshasas described in the Hindu literatures, Puranas, have a very powerful awareness on their pratyaksha pramana. That's why I always tell people, recently, this Hindu Holocaust Remembrance Day, one of my KAILASA was telling me, Swamiji, how these Rakshasas tried to destroy you and Kailasa is shocking. I immediately told, hey, stop. Never ever use the word Rakshasa, demon, Rakshasa or Araka or any of these Hindu words to these people who try to destroy me and Kailasa, because in all the Rakshasas, Arakas referred, described in Hindu literatures, even they have some very good qualities. The only example I can see is that Satan described in Christianity, absolute evil, not a single good quality. The Christian evil, that Islamic evil, the Christian Satan, that Satan described in Christian literatures, the devil described, the demon described in Muslim literatures, only that can be used as an example even to talk about, even to compare about the people who try to destroy me and my mission. So listen, I always tell people, so whenever you talk about the attackers, those who try to destroy me and Kailasa, you should call them only as a evil described in Christian literature, evil described in Muslim literature, because that only has no good quality. But the demon, the Rakshasas described, Arakas described in Hindu tradition, cannot be compared because they have many good qualities. That is why even the word demon cannot be used to translate Hindu Rakshasas, Hindu Arakas. So listen, because the Hindu Rakshasas have high awareness with their Pratyaksha Pramana. They are very healthy. Many of them do regular Sandhya Vandana, yoga practices, and they have many good qualities. In modern day, human beings do not suffer much due to their addiction to the sensory pleasures, but they suffer due to the apasmara, blind spots, forgetfulness with their pratyaksha pramana. Their pratyaksha pramana, whatever they learnt from their senses, through their senses. Modern day human beings don't even remember that. A small story. One guy comes to his office during lunchtime, sits with all his colleagues, opens his box and cries, "Oh God, same brinjal." Next day again, he sits with his colleagues, opens his lunch box and screams out of frustration, "Same brinjal." Third day again, opens his lunch box, same brinjal. After 1 week, all his colleagues feel so bad for him. They asked, "Why don't you tell your wife to cook something new, something else?" He said, "No, I cook for myself." Listen, he cooks for himself but does not remember to cook something else. You may laugh at him, but look at your life. In how many places you have the same blind spot? It means even pratyaksha pramana is not handled with awareness. Your awareness is so low without even processing the informations and experiences you receive through your pratyaksha pramana. You continue to exist. It is like you put your life in autopilot mode. Listen. There is no autopilot mode available for your body and mind and life. To this truth, there is no autopilot mode available for your body and mind. Second pramana, anumana pramana. Actually, one by one, I will reveal these pramanas and also evolve you to the next level of knowledge. So listen. Anumana pramana means knowledge derived through logical reasoning or inference. Knowledge derived through logical reasoning or inference. Seeing smoke and inferring the presence of fire. Understand this. Anumana pramana. Seeing smoke and inferring the presence of fire. Linga darshanat lingino jnanam anumanam. लिंग सिग्ना के दर्शन से लिंग ही सिद्ध के ज्ञान अनुमान है. For example, in Malaysia, we had first one Nirantarananda. I gave a name on woman, Ma Nirantara. She came and tried to act as if she's a devoted person. But she stole, robbed everything from Kailasa, Malaysia and ran away. Then second one couple came. For both of them I gave, I think the Loganathan, that fellow's name was. I gave him the name Nirantarananda and his wife Kavita. These two fellows, during our cruise, they were in charge. They collected so much money, but nothing came to the organization, either to India Kailasa or to Malaysia Kailasa. Nothing is accounted. So it means what? They swallowed. Nothing came to Sangha. How many millions of ringgits? I do not know, because the moment the account started questioning them, they took the whole thing and ran away. The moment they understood they are caught, they took the whole thing and ran away. So, the moment we know, people paid, but they did not bring it to Kailasa Malaysia's account or Kailasa India. They did not give it to any Kailasa's authorities. They were postponing. They were not even ready to give the accounts. When we started cornering, they just stole everything and ran away. Maybe many people will be wondering, wow, we never saw Swamiji taking names and telling. It is time. We take names and reveal all the details to the world, so it doesn't repeat. I tell you, if we don't educate the present generation about the evils and demons of the past, the history will repeat itself. we will not learn the lesson from the history if we do not educate the present generation about the past. So I have decided every Kailasa will have a clear history. All those who sacrifice themselves to build, all those evils, devils, demons who attack, try to steal, rob, destroy, divert, and all those who stood, defended, protected, all those who revived, this whole history of each Kailasa will be engraved in stone, culvet, stone inscription, and put in each Kailasa. So the history, the past is taught to the present, so it does not repeat in future. Because we did not teach, after the first Nirantara ran away, we did not educate our devotees. The second Nirantara got the guts to steal, rob Guru's wealth. So I am not going to allow third Nirantara to happen in Malaysia. That is why I am educating all the devotees now, and fortunately we have also found a very clear legal system where SPH himself can be the ecclesiastical authority and monitor, guide, supervise, protect. Listen. Now you will all understand why the Pratyaksha Pramana, Anumana Pramana, all this is important in our day-to-day life, in our daily life. Why? These are all the truths needed. These are all the methodologies needed for our great life. And in the future satsangs, not only I am going to name them, I am going to project their photos, each one. So the present is educated about the devils and demons of the past. So you guys understand and do not allow the history to repeat itself. Everything I will reveal with evidence. Now understand about Anumana Pramana. Knowledge derived through logical reasoning or inference, Linga Darshanat Lingino Jnanam Anumanam. Linga सिन्ना के दर्शन से लिंगी सिद्ध का ज्ञान अनुमान है. Then next, third pramana is Shabda Pramana, verbal testimony or scriptural testimony, knowledge gained from reliable sources such as Vedas, trustworthy acharyas, gurus. So listen. आप्तवाक्यजन्यं ज्ञानं सप्तः. आप्त विश्वसनीय वाक्य से उत्पन्न ज्ञान सप्तः. Listen carefully. All the Shastra Pramanas and all the Apta Pramanas come under this Sabda Pramana. See, our Vedas are traditionally passed on from generation to generation only through Shruti, verbally, oral transmission. So what you receive from Shastra, Vedagama scriptures, are from the Guru. It is Sabda Pramana. So actually 2 divisions of Shabda Pramana is Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana. I'll explain one by one. Aptavakyajanyam jnanam saptaha. Teachings of the Upanishads are the Gurus. That's what, the trustworthy Shastras, trustworthy Gurus. Here, this word only gives birth to different sampradayas. Some people decide Shankara is the trustworthy Guru. So they all form Shankara Sampradaya. Some people decide Ramanuja is the trustworthy Guru. They all form the Ramanuja Sampradaya. Some people decide Madhva is the trustworthy Guru. They form the Madhva Sampradaya. This is the way the different Sampradayas evolve in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So all of you should know, I am giving you the insider secrets, how various Sampradayas evolve in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Because the Shastra Pramana, the Shastras you accept as authority, and the Aptas, the Gurus, you accept as authority. The permutation combination of this gives birth to multiple Sampradayas in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Some people accept Veda and Upanishad, follow Shankara as authority. Veda and Upanishads as the Shastra Pramana and Shankara as Apta Pramana. Shankara's words as Apta Pramana. Some people accept Vedas and Upanishads as Shastra Pramana and follow Ramanuja's words as Apta Pramana. Some people accept Veda Upanishad as Shastra Pramana, but accept Madhva as the right Apta Pramana. Madhva's words as right Apta Pramana. So this permutation combinations gives birth to various sampradayas in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Understand what is Sapta Pramana. Then I'll tell you how to find which sampradaya is best for you. I'll give you that method. When I explain all these pramanas, for now, understand Sabda Pramana means knowledge gained from reliable sources such as Vedas, Agamas, or trustworthy Acharyas, Gurus. Aptavakyajanyam jnanam saptaha. Apta विश्वसनीय वाक्य से उत्पन्न ज्ञान सत्य है. So today I have revealed about this three pramanas, but I have more than 25 pramanas. I am going to elaborately explain step by step and give you all the summary and the essence, best of the knowledge. Saraswati, understand? Sanatana Hindu Dharma is a knowledge religion. Knowledge religion. It was not spread by sword or conversion. No. It neither used fear or greed. No. It did not use bread to convert people. First going and attacking a country and making it poor, emptying them and creating a artificial famine, and just by showing the bread converting them. No. What a cheap way to convert people. Using sword and bread. Cheap. But Sanatana Hindu Dharma is knowledge tradition. Knowledge tradition. I'll give you more deeper understanding about the pramanas in further satsangs. With this, I bless you all. Blessings, be blissful.
Nithyanandam, thank you for watching, and if you found the video enlightening,
Please give it a like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to stay connected with us.
don't forget to click the bell icon to receive the notifications.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
Sadashivasamarambaam Shankaracharyamadhyamaam Asmadacharyaparyantaam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, satsangis sitting with us around the world at this moment in 627 places, in 194 cities, in 24 countries. And we have many cities two-way with us: Los Angeles, Seattle, Ohio, Vancouver, San Jose, and today first time Topanga, California. And Phoenix is also with us. Topanga, are you able to hear me? Yes, I am able to see you guys. All these cities are in two-way with us. Before entering into satsang, I remind all of you to get back to Padmasana. San Jose, are you able to hear me? Yes. So they've got a new golden Padaka today. And I blessed, Vibhuti will start coming from that Padaka regularly. I name San Jose temple as Paschim Mathura. It will be representative of Madurai. And Shiva came down as a Yellam Valla Sittar, a great Siddha in Madurai, and did all Leelas. So the San Jose center will have continuous miracles and Leelas. So each temple we will specially dedicate for special energies. San Jose for Meenakshi and Madurai and Ellam Valla Siddhar. So Shiva will be there continuously walking around as Ellam Valla Siddhar. Not just giving Vibhuti. It will continuously experience different miracles. Suddenly the music system will start singing by itself. Suddenly the anklets of Devi will be heard in the night time walking. You will see all kinds of miraculous experiences in San Jose temple. You will see the footprint of Devi today. Understand? You will see the footprint of Devi in the carpet. Just see the footprint. It will be of that Indian Mehandi. You will see. Don't disturb. Thoroughly study, photograph. Near the Devi's Murti, on the carpets, on the floor, you will see footprints today. Within next 48 hours, study it. It will be an Indian Mehandi feet. You will see. San Jose is going to radiate special miracles, manifest special energies. And Seattle will be Chidambaram. The Seattle temple will be called as Paschima Chidambaram. Understand? In Seattle you will hear again and again the dancing anklet sounds of Shiva. LA will be Arunachala, Paschima Arunachala. Ohio will be Paschima Prayag, Western Prayag. If you take bath in Ohio, the rivers, you will be liberated. If you have darshan of Seattle, you will be liberated. If you meditate in San Jose temple, you will be liberated. If you just remember Los Angeles temple, you will be liberated. So each temple will represent unique energies of India, unique energies of the different energy centers. The phoenix will represent Kanchipuram. It will be Paschima Kanchipuram. Paschima Kanchi. So we will install each temple in a unique way, unique energy. The St. Louis will be Paschima Tirumala. It will represent the Venkateshwara's energy. Tirupati. So each temple in US, in other countries, will represent one energy. Malaysia will represent Parani. So each temple will have the significant, intense energy of one great energy center of India. And not only that, you will see that kind of special energies will express in those temples. Let's enter into today's satsang, today's sutras. I've already completed on past life regression. So whatever I wanted to share, I thought I'll speak for 3 days on the sutra on the past life. But I think in 2 days, I completed whatever I wanted to say. Now I'll enter into the next sutra. 125th sutra of Patanjali. In the 3rd chapter, 19th verse. The subject, photographing minds. Today Patanjali is explaining a very unique sutra. The science of Samudrika Lakshana. Indian tradition has developed some of the great unique sciences. One of the unique science came out of the inner space of Indian rishis is Samudrika Lakshana. Like a Vastu Sastra, Jyotisha Sastra, Samudrika Lakshana is one of the great science from the Indian tradition, from the Indian masters. The root of that science is from the sutra. Pratyayasya para chitta jnanam. Wow. Pratyayasya para chitta jnanam. Through the practice of samyama on the science in another's body, knowledge of his mind comes. Through the practice of samyama on the science in another's body, knowledge of his mind comes. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as this. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, by making samyama on the distinguishing marks of another man's body, one obtains knowledge of nature of his mind. Swami Sachidananda translates as, by samyama on the distinguishing signs of others' bodies, knowledge of their mental image is obtained. Bhagavan Osho translates as, through samyama, the image occupying another's mind can be known, but perception through samyama does not bring knowledge of the mental factors that support the image in another's mind, for that is not the object of samyama. By performing samyama on the form of the body to suspend receptive power, the contact between the eye of an observer and the light from the body is broken and the body becomes invisible. This principle also explains the disappearance of sound. Wow. Osho translates some of the next sutras also along with this sutra. He connects. That's a uniqueness of our knowledge. If you connect 2-3 sutras together, you can completely give a different meaning, a different explanation, different understanding. Samudriga Lakshana. The way Vedic tradition looks at the body and mind plays an important role on how we eat, how we dress, how we medicate our body, how we maintain how we sleep. Everything is thoroughly influenced by one concept. That concept is, your body is the shell of your consciousness, which is consciously defined, designed, and developed by your will. Please understand. Your body is the shell of your consciousness, which is consciously, willfully designed, created, developed. This science
this truth, now what I expressed, forms a base of Indian medication traditions, Indian medicinal systems, Siddha, Ayurveda, all Indian medicinal systems. This truth is base for our dressing systems, the way we dress. This system, this truth is base for the whole Samudrika Lakshana. Means by studying the physical image, the measurements, the mental setup is studied. The revelations about the mental setup is understood. The truths about the mental setup is revealed. Please understand. This theory forms the base of yoga. For example, Samudrika Lakshana says, the face, see this size they keep it as, they call as one unit. The edge of this ear edge and this edge, this they call it as one unit. It is supposed to be this size. This I am giving you the exact science of Samudrika. If you put your hand like this, the distance between this tip and this tip, the thumb and the little finger, this is called one unit. And the distance between the two ear tips is supposed to be 1 unit. If you measure it with a straight line, this is supposed to be 1 unit. And the distance between this edge and this edge should be 3 unit. And the distance between the hip, the lowest point, should be again 1 unit. Now we may laugh. Our Samudrika describes, the tradition describes, if this is as per the measurement, what will be the personality? If this comes down or goes up, what will be the personality? The cross section of your body, the belly button to the back, should never be more than 1 unit. Then death is waiting. No, see, I am not only talking about the belly button, it means the optimum space. From this to that should not be more than 1 unit. Of course, it cannot be more than then it is too much. So how a size should be, they are describing very clearly. If this shoulder to shoulder is less than 2.5 unit, the person will never be able to have larger understandings. The broad mind, he cannot see his whole life in a larger picture. He will be too silly, just making decisions out of small things, flaring up, not having a clear, larger vision about the purpose of life, mission of life. I have seen, please understand, our masters are not liars. They have done amazing research on the science of how a body is willfully designed, developed and created, expressed by your consciousness, by every thought and action you are creating in your system. When you have certain thoughts continuously, that directly works on your system. When you have certain thoughts continuously but you don't act upon it, that also works on your system. When you have certain thoughts and continuously suppress it, that also works on your system. And another one thing, the way you have the body does not mean you are cursed once for all. No. You can alter. By altering the body's dimension, altering the abilities of the mind is yoga. Please understand. By altering mind, altering the body is Vedanta. By altering the body, altering the mind is yoga. By analyzing the structure of the mind, by analyzing the structure of the body, understanding the mind is Samudrika Lakshana. Here Patanjali talks about the great science of Samudrika Lakshana. If you alter your body, I tell you, if you alter your body, major samskaras of your system can be completely uprooted. Major samskaras can be uprooted. Your body is a shell consciously created by your will. With this understanding, constantly work on it. Do not leave blind spots in your body. Blind spots means unattended spots. For the people who have a huge belly, means you are unattended that spot for last few years. When it has started growing, what were you doing? It was after all growing around you. Not that it grew somewhere and they brought it and assembled it on you. No. Blind spot. And after growing, many parts of your own body you can't see. I am giving you one example. The essence of this sutra is one of the greatest discovery of the Indian tradition. Body is not just biomechanism, it is a living entity which is created by independent intelligence. Just like how our websites are designed, the color, how it should look, and the photographs, everything how it is designed. Same way, you sit and design skin color, the hair, its size, and the length of the hand. Everything, please understand, everything you sit and design. You have multiple choices in front of you. You sit and design. Every morning, 21 minute, see that is that one cycle of you waking up. When you remember you are alive, you are awake about this world, few minutes after that and few minutes before that, I can say 5 minutes after you waking up and 16 minutes before you waking up. That 21 minute plays a major role in every day designing of your body. Every day you design your body, understand? Every day you design your body. It is not that just once in a year on your birthday you design your body. No. Every day it changes. That is why I say, the moment you wake up, jump out of the bed. Every day you design your body. You design how you should look, how you should feel, how you should feel about you, how others should feel about you. But unfortunately, this whole process goes on unconsciously. So two things you need to understand through this sutra. One, learning little bit of studying the body structure and mental setup. You don't even need to refer Samudriga Lakshana. No. You don't even need to refer those books. No need. Take 4 persons, major influence on your life. Pick up some 4 people who have major influence over your life. Maybe your spouse, or kids, your guru, some 4 people. Pick up those 4 and try to study their body structure and mental setup. Of course, you cannot study my mental setup because I don't have mind. You may have some mentor in your life. You can never study a guru's mental setup because he doesn't have mind. That is where the whole problem comes. You try to impose your anger on him and wanted to see that he is angry, violent towards you. But suddenly, when your mind melts down, you know he is not angry, he is not violent. See, at least if you can confirm he is angry to me, you can make a decision in your life and move on. But you can't come to that decision also. And same way, your violence does not allow you to feel that he is intensely compassionate to you. That also your mind will not allow you to feel. Your mind will allow you to feel he is your friend and compassionate, nor your mind will allow you to feel he is your enemy, he is angry with you. Because you will not find any symptoms of anger or enmity in him. I want to tell you, whether show of my anger or show of my greed, it is just a tool for me. When I heal, how I use the healing stick. A normal man who doesn't understand that I heal, if he sees me with a trishul, when he comes near me and says, I have a chest problem, chest pain, Swami, I just pick up a trishul. What will happen? What he will think? Oh God, what is he doing? He's picking up trishul. But only I know, I'm going to heal him. Understand? My anger is trishul for healing, not for killing. But this funny mind goes on playing. And another worst thing is, at least if your mind can confirm, no, he is going to kill me, he is my enemy, then at least you will be free and carry on in your life. That also will not happen. Because the underlying energy in your inner space, which designs your body, is intelligent enough to catch the underlying current of the master's energy which designs his body. Understand? You will never be able to find studying my body, my mental setup. But the energy of your underlying consciousness which designs your body will catch by its own intuition as a smell it will catch. No, he is not my enemy. He is not violent. That is why the love-hate relationship with Master goes on till you get enlightened. This is the best word to define the Guru-disciple relationship. That is why the Upanishad starts saying, Sahana vavatu sahanau bhunaktu. Let us not hurt each other, let us be friendly. Why should a rishi, an enlightened guru, should sit with the disciple and start, let us not hate each other, let us not hurt each other. See, if a disciple says, let you not hurt me, it is understood logically, because he is supposed to be in the lower run. But the master starts, let us not hate each other, let us not hurt each other, let us be friendly to each other. Because he knows during the process how you are going to use me sometime as a deity, sometime as effigy. When you are evolving, see, the process of evolution has two angles. One, your negativity getting cleaned, another one, positivity getting increased. When your positivity is getting increased, the friendliness you feel within you about you and others, you will feel, I am a deity. Wow, he is God. When the negativity is getting cleaned, when the acid wash is happening in you, you will feel, oh, he is violent, he is a effigy, he should be burnt. Whether you feel me as a deity or effigy depends on the process you are going through. But in both, you are evolving. That is why I say, even while you feel me as effigy, don't run away or don't try to burn. Wait, have patience. If you run away, you will miss. If you try to burn, you will try to make thousands miss me. I will not let that happen, don't worry. So it's an important truth. Decide to study 4 people, their body structure and their mental setup. You will have many revelations in you. Have this as a base and expand your analysis to some 10 people. Understand? Create some basic laws. And one more thing, the basic laws which you create will not match with the basic laws your next person creates. That is why Patanjali says, you need to do samyama. There is another one science in Siddha tradition called Vasiyoha. Means, the Siddha will be sitting in one place, observing the breath, which nostril, what speed, which direction it is going. And when somebody comes to him for any healing or any prediction, just by the way his breathing changes by his presence in his breathing space, he will predict whether he is going to be successful or losing, whether he is going to be healed or not. It's called Vasiyoha. The moment you wanted to talk to me, I will know whether you are going to listen to me or not. I was being initiated into this Vasi Yoga by a great Siddha, Narayana Swami. His name was Narayana Swami. This time when I went and saw the place where he used to sit. In a small Ganesha temple he will sit. A very powerful Siddha. He is the disciple of Paramahamsa Shivananda, who was in Kerala. Not the Shivananda Paramahamsa who was in Rishikesh. Not Rishikesh Shivananda Swami. In Kerala we had a Paramahamsa Shivananda Paramahamsa. A great Paramahamsa. He is the direct disciple of Shivananda Paramahamsa. Very powerful Siddha. He was teaching me some of the basic rules. Then he said, now I am sitting, one person came to him for healing of the anal cancer, means continuous bleeding. Then immediately he looked at him and said, you will become all right. And he gave, the skin of the onion, peeled onion. See, next to the temple where he was sitting, there was an onion shop, village onion shop. You know how in the villages they will put the vegetable shop. On the road itself they will spread the gunny bag and heap all the vegetables and sell. There was an onion shop. And the onion skins were peeled and they were lying down in one corner. He just collected that and pressed his hand and gave it to him and said, make a small pillow with this and sit on it. You will be healed. And really in 3 months he got healed. That guy got healed. Anyhow, he was teaching me and he had a unique small instrument, tool. He will give me. It's made out of a cotton. And when he sees the patients, I have to sit behind him and study the breathing, how it changes. So that is the way he will teach me. So one day I was studying, especially this patient. So the rule written in the book, there is a beautiful book called Periyanyana Kovai. It's a essence of the Vasi Yoga knowledge from the Siddha tradition. So the rule written in that book and the experience of him was not matching. See, that rule says, if the nadi changes to certain level, the person will be healed. But in him, the nadi was changing completely opposite, but he is telling that person will be healed. Then I asked him, how is it? He said, the understanding only can be picked up. The rule has to be studied by your individual body. That is what is called samyama. He says, you need to sit and see 10 patients and develop your own formula. That is why I am saying, you need to sit, study 4 people in your life who are closest to you, their body structure and mental structure. You will come up with your own formula. With that formula, study 10 more people who are close to you. Then you will develop the secondary formulas. By the time you develop secondary formulas, you will have the tremendous understanding about your own body and mental setup. Please understand. This samyama will do 2 jobs. 1, understanding about others who come to you, whom you see every day, their body and mental structure. 2nd, understanding about your own body and mental structure. If you know your own mental structure, you can avoid thousands of sufferings. you can avoid thousands of unnecessary sufferings. I tell you, just if you understand one truth. The other day, one of my brahmachari, to him I always used to tell, you project your father on me and suffer. But it was only an intellectual idea. He went and did some program. In that program, it has become experience. After that, I can see, just understanding of that one truth, he came out of that suffering. It is not there anymore. So whenever that suffering comes, he knows this mental setup is reason for it. This mental setup is culprit. Understanding about mental setup makes that setup as object, and you get the experience of seeing it objectively. It is no more a subject, part of you. You do not attribute the suffering created by that mental setup on you. You don't take it up. You do not attribute that suffering on your own inner space. You don't attribute it that on you. You know, this suffering is by mental setup, not by me. So I cannot take that up on me. I am not responsible. I should not attribute that suffering to me. No, I am different. The suffering mental setup is different. Studying doing samyama on the sutra will help you to develop amazing, purpose-fulfilling relationships. Understand? Learn to further the relationships which fulfills your purpose, and learn to curtail the relationships which bring suffering. That knowledge, that understanding will happen to you if you do samyama on the sutra. How to do samyama on the sutra? I have given you the technique now. Sit. First pick up 4 people who are close to you in your life. Study. Don't show to them. You sit and study their body structure. Broad shoulder or no, narrow or medium. Like this, every dimension, every understanding, height, tall or short, medium. With your own understanding, their characters and their body structure. In these 4, when you study, you will find the common theme and formula. With that, try to study the secondary 10 more people who are close to you, next level. By the time you study this first level, primary and secondary, you will develop your own understanding. With that, anybody comes in your breathing space, you know whether to further your relationship with that person or maintain a distance. Understand? Life is all about furthering the relationships which will fulfill your mission, your purpose, and maintaining a distance from people who will not be helping your mission. I can give you a clear understanding with this one technique. You will have a clear understanding with this one technique. Try. Not only this will lead finally to the understanding of your relationships, it will lead to the understanding of your own body and your own mental structure, which will lead to enlightenment, which will avoid sufferings. See, the form and the energy are very closely related. Just now I remembered, all the places now I connected, our Indian temples and the US temples, I'm surprised. There is a unique energy connection. See, I said Los Angeles is representing Arunachala. Arunachala is fire. Los Angeles is continuously suffering with fire. Now that will be stopped. See, Los Angeles has some wounded fire energy. That is why the forest fire is the biggest problem of California. Now this fire energy will heal it. And Phoenix, earth energy, desert. Kanchipuram. And Ohio, river energy. Prayag. Of course, Seattle, sky. Chidambaram is the sky energy. Seattle is the sky energy. That's why sky is constantly showering. Sky is alive in Seattle. In 5 minutes it will be open, bright, clean. In 5 minutes it will be showering. It's a sky energy. Each temple I can see, oh God, there is some connection. Houston will be air energy, Kalasti. Too many cyclones. We will put Kalasti Ishvara in Houston and stop all the natural calamities by the air. We'll connect each temple with each energy. We only need now water energy. We'll come up with a place where the too much of suffering is happening because of water, and install Jambugeshwara, Jalagandeshwara, and stop that also, heal that. The place where too much of flood is happening, we will see. In Panchabhuta Kshetras we created already Arunachala, Chidambaram, Kanchi, now Houston will be Kalahasti, and we need to create the Jambugeshwara, Jalandeshwara. Place and energy connects. Body and consciousness connects. They are connected to each other, related to each other. So study this sutra, do samyama on this sutra. It will help immensely your day-to-day life for developing the relationships and your immense understanding about your own body and mind. See, once you know your body and the mental structures, you know how to alter it and alter the mental structure. It can free from many of the mental structural sufferings you are carrying and liberate you and lead you to enlightenment. So I bless all of you who are sitting with us at this moment in 687 locations in 222 cities in 29 countries. I bless you all to achieve, live, experience, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Mahadeva Deva, Mahadeva Deva, Mahadeva Deva.
सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Let us enter into the sutra. Today's sutra. All the participants, the NSP should know, this morning satsang, the Pada Puja and satsang is watched by thousands of devotees in hundreds of countries all over the world, and it is drastically increasing thanks to the technology. Our recent video conferencing equipment has made the NTV's clarity more strong, and I'm seriously considering to have a full-fledged studio and satellite channel. Because people are from all over the world, lot of requests are coming, and even some devotees have offered money also to support this project. They are all requesting, Swamiji, let's have a satellite channel. So soon you can expect the announcement. We are working on it. It may take 6 months to 1 year, but soon you can expect the announcement of launching of NTV. I'm seeing all over the world that morning satsang with the master is becoming a culture. And I'm also planning to spend more time with the devotees and disciples by giving 2 satsangs. And not only that, it has a purpose. See, people gathering together and sitting live with me as a purpose. If only knowledge transfer is a purpose, then you don't need to sit live with me. Just I can put it in the YouTube, listen, you'll have the knowledge whenever you want. So we may not need a satellite channel, but when you sit live with me, something more than knowledge transfer happens. The transmission is happening, which is doing so much good for individuals and to the world. That's the reason. Now we are working with video conferencing facility. We will upgrade this facility itself for 108 cities by March 2nd. That's the first level work. And after that, we'll go for the second level work of launching a satellite TV where people can sit live all over the world every day and listen to the satsang, morning satsang. Today is 101st Sutra, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. In second chapter, 50th verse, pranayama. Stop your mind. Pranayama. Stop your mind to fulfill the breath. Please understand. When you stop the mind, your breathing gets fulfilled. If your mind is interfering with your breathing, it is always unfulfilled. Just yesterday somebody was asking me, Swamiji, I have everything anyone will ask for in the life. But somehow that emptiness, unfulfilled feeling, I don't know what to do. Please understand. If you feel you have everything in the outer world, but still there is an unfulfillment, your breathing is not fulfilled. The first thing you need to fulfill in your life is your breathing. If you fulfill your breathing, everything will be fulfilled in your life, even though you have so many complications in the outer world. If you have not fulfilled your breathing, you will have a deep emptiness, even if everything is fulfilled in the outer world. Please understand. Even if everything is fulfilled in the outer world, you will not feel fulfilled. You will not feel fulfilled. Important thing you need to understand. Even if you don't feel things are right in the outer world, you can experience fulfillment. And one important secret is always outer world follows the inner world. If you think the inner world follows the outer world, you are wrong. Ramakrishna says very beautifully, whatever you make in the inner world only happens in the outer world. Not whatever you make in the outer world, in inner world, no. The fulfillment is always experienced first inner, in the inner world. Then that actually expresses itself in the outer world, and outer world situations also fall in place and the fulfillment happens. But unfortunately, ignorant mind starts thinking, if you create fulfillment in the outer world, then it will happen in the inner world. No, it is not. It is not the truth, and it does not happen in that way. Fulfill breathing first. How to fulfill breathing? Let's enter into the sutra and understand what Patanjali has to offer to all of us, the technology of fulfilling the breathing. I tell you, just fulfilling the breathing, your whole inner space can be transformed to fulfillment maybe within 10 to 20 seconds. I can say instant cure for depression, instant cure for any mental disorders. Any mental disorders at any level. I really feel bad for the Western society which is caught with these psychiatric medicines, depression medications. To come out of depression or the psychological sufferings, medicines are the last help. It is so unfortunate. They are stuck with medicines because they do not know anything else. I can tell you, these Patanjali's techniques can be an instant cure. Understand? Permanent cure for all kinds of mental disorders at any level. Please understand. When I am uttering all these words, I am talking very responsibly. I know I am addressing some of the major serious issues and problems modern day humanity is facing. So naturally I won't make casual, irresponsible statements. I am not a marketing agent for some pharmacy company to make any statement, any advertisement and sell the product. No. I am here to help the humanity honestly. With all my integrity and honesty, I tell you, these Patanjali's techniques can get any human being out of any mental disorders at any level, at any age, belong to any race, gender, color, country. Whatever words I uttered from the strength of Patanjali's teachings. Now one word I am adding with my own strength, instantly. That word I am adding from my strength. Any human being, any mental disorder can be cured at any level, at any age. This statement I am making with Patanjali's strength. I am adding one word, instantly, from my own strength. I know how to make these techniques work instantly for the modern day human beings. From that strength I am adding the word instantly. Let me enter into the sutras. Bahyab yantara stamba vrittir desha kala sankhyabi paridrishta dirga sukshmaha. Nobody can use so minimal words and not to miss even one small instruction like Patanjali. If you use too minimal words, you will miss some instruction. If you don't miss any instruction, you will be using too much of words. But Patanjali is the ultimate combination of minimal words and never missing single instruction. He is showing his ability to use minimal words and giving all instructions properly in the sutra. Swami Vivekananda translates the sutra as, its modifications are threefold, namely external, internal and motionless. They are regulated by place, time and number, and further they are either long or short. Swami Prabhavananda translates the sutra as, the breath may be stopped externally or internally, or checked in mid-motion and regulated according to place, time and a fixed number of moments, so that the stoppage is either protracted or brief. Swami Sachidananda translates as, the modifications of life breath are either external, internal or stationary. They are to be regulated by space, time and number and are either long or short. I'll try to translate. I think this whole today's session, I'll just translate this sutra. Because just the translation, you can make at least 100 technique from this translation. 100 pranayama techniques. Still I am not able to get the right word for the pranayama, English word. The close word can be life breath. I'll use the word life breath roughly to translate pranayama. Bahya abhyantara stamba vriddhi desha kala sankhyabihi paridrishta dirgha sukshmaha. Maybe I'll take 3 days to explain this sutra. Don't bother if you don't understand completely, because you may have to see all 3 sessions together. Only then you will understand. I'll explain the first part today. Bahya abhyantara stamba vrittihi. See, as on now, how you breathe should be understood by you. Your body is like a desert filled with sand. Any air movement happens in your body. See, in the desert, if any air flow, breeze or the wind happens, what will happen? All the dust will be lifted by the air and the whole wind become dusty, full of sand. Same way, ordinary body is filled with so much of biomemory, it's like a desert. If too much of biomemory is there, nobody can live. Any air movement, immediately what happens? In that wind, all this dust is lifted. So the breathing, by its nature, awakens too many thoughts and engrams and makes you restless. Unfulfilled. Now, what is the way air should not awaken the dust and get contaminated. Either all the sand should become a stone, or it should become ocean. That's the only way. Either all your bio-memories should become stone, means dead, once for all. It cannot be awakened by the breeze at all. See, on the huge rocks, if the air flows, what will happen? Neither the sand will be raised, nor the air will be impure. The air will be pure. Very important thing, please understand. The sand and the air, when they mix together, both are corrupted. When the bio-memory and your life breath, when they are mixed together, both are corrupted. If breathing happens without provoking thoughts in your inner space, you are enlightened. That is what I call pranayamaha. Breathing happening without provoking thoughts. I am actually trying to do my breathing in all your bodies. Because now I am breathing without having any thought. No thoughts are provoked in me, but I am breathing. One fortunate thing is, this breathing is contagious. If you sit with this breathing, in my breathing space, slowly, slowly your breathing also catches this. This is what I call becoming ocean. See, if you don't want the air to be contaminated by the sand, either become a rock or become an ocean. Becoming rock means by your own sadhana, unclutching and integrating yourself. So no thought during breathing. That's one method. Second, if you think, no, when can sand become stone? By my practice. Or at least be one with the ocean. Just go and become one with the ocean. That's what surrendering to God. So naturally, if you become ocean, the air will not have sand. It will not lift sand, it will not get contaminated. There is a third thing. Neither you need to become rock, nor you need to go and surrender to the ocean. Suddenly, a river will start flowing over you. That is what I call grace, compassion of the Master. When the river starts flowing over you, neither without your effort to unclutch, nor your effort to surrender. Even surrender is a kind of effort. Nothing is required. Your breathing has become pure. Master's presence is like a river. When you sit in somebody's breathing space, whose breathing does not create thought in his body, your breathing also changes, and your breathing also stops creating thoughts in your body, in your biomemory. I can see very clearly this prana is going through my nostril and it is going, taking a turn near my anya, and whatever portion came in, it is just absorbed and goes all over the body as samana, and whatever amount of air is required to go out so that the pumping can happen, for that reason certain amount of air is sent out. But I am not seeing any difference between the air which goes inside, air which comes outside, any chemical change, any difference. Usually the science says the air which goes inside has more oxygen, air which comes out has more carbon dioxide, the oxygen is absorbed inside. But I am seeing clearly, at least in my body, chemically I don't see difference between these two. Maybe we'll do some scientific research, because I'm not seeing difference chemically. Only in the level of prana, the process is happening. So whenever the air goes in and comes out without creating any thought, it is pranayamaha. So if you sit in the breathing space of a person who breathes in that way, your breathing also changes, because your biomemory is intelligent. Please understand. If you like somebody's body language, you don't need to learn his body language step by step, word by word. Just like that you will pick up. You will just do what he does. You will just do what he does. Please understand. Body language which is able to inspire many people's biomemory automatically to follow its expression is what I call charisma. Charisma has nothing to do with being beautiful or handsome or any measurement. See, some of these celebrities, they don't have what you call as being handsome or beautiful and all that. But their body language has something simply which makes people follow. That is what is charisma. But understand, if you follow somebody's body language who is not complete in himself, you are entering into a most dangerous zone. Do not follow somebody's body language who is not complete. I think the best way to explain this sutra is to give you experience. But for the sake of future and posterity, I will talk about this sutra also, explain also. I'll give you a straight instruction how to breathe without creating a thought. Sit in a very comfortable posture, the first thing. Second, just observe the breathing movement. Whenever you get a thought other than the breathing action, stop the breathing then and there. Whether you are in the process of inhaling or holding or exhaling, whatever may be the cycle happening in you, please understand, the moment you see a thought is happening other than the breathing process, see a thought like, oh, I am inhaling, I am holding, I am exhaling, that is allowed. Any thought other than the breathing process starts, stop the breathing immediately. You will see the thought will disappear. Then again allow the breathing process. Again when the thought starts, stop. I can say this is one of the most powerful pranayama process. Very powerful pranayama process I can give you. Maybe today I will stop with this one pranayama technique. I will continue on this same sutra deeper and deeper for next 2-3 days. Because this whole thing cannot be translated and given in one session. So the essence of first part of the sutra is whether the breathing movement is outside or inside or happening, please understand, outside means lungs are empty, air is outside. That is what is I call the outside. Inside means lungs are full, air is inside. That is what I call antara, inside. Between means the air movement is happening. Between the outside and inside. Whatever may be the situation, the moment you have a thought, stop it. This can be a very powerful, instant technique for pranayama. But I will give you more and more, deeper and deeper techniques in further satsangs. Today I will stop with this. Maybe you can all just sit for a few minutes to catch up this breathing without thinking. Just sit. Sit in Padmasana or Vajrasana and Samana Mudra. Try to sit in Padmasana. You don't need to do anything. Just sit in Padmasana and Samana Mudra. You don't even need to close your eyes. Like an infection, now you will catch this breathing without thinking. You don't need to try to control your thinking. You just sit. You can even keep your eyes open. You don't need to do any technique. No need for any technique. I'm just going to chant the bija of prana. Prana bija is yam. Yam is the bija of the pranic energy, the air energy, Vayudeva. Let the prana without thinking happen in all of you. Let the breathing without thinking happen in all of you. Remember only the breathing action happening in you. Inhaling is happening. Exhaling is happening. Holding is happening. Just breathing action. Yam. Thoughts are dust, breathing is breeze. Let your body have breeze without dust. Let it have breeze without dust. Let your breathing be without thinking. Let the pure energy rotate in you as breathing. Let the pure energy flow in you as breathing. Om Yam. Om Yam. Om Yam. Let the pure breathing happen in your nadis. Pure breathing without thinking. Pure breathing without thoughts. Let the time stand still. Yam. 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 Pure breathing without thinking. No sound. Any physical movement is okay, but don't allow sound, because through sound the energy will leave your body. Physical movements are okay. No sound. Om Yam. Om Yam. Yam. Om. Om Yam. Om Yam. Pure breathing without thoughts. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate and share the eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.